Paarl Boys High is 150 years old this year, I think, as most people know. Obviously in the space of 150 years the school has come to exert decided influence upon the Paarl community, and specifically in the fields of sports, and it is in that regard that we have now taken a step forward and have built our own Astro, and also obviously with the lighting that comes with it. The interesting thing about Paarl Boys High is that it has had hockey for quite a while, but there was never a designated hockey field. Now most other schools have got some kind of designated hockey field that they can just sort of turn into an Astro, but we haven't. We've got the field in front of the school, which is traditionally also the playing field for the boys, also for the hostel boys late afternoon touchy matches. So we came to an agreement with the primary school so that we then built the Astro on primary school grounds, because obviously as a school we take part in the top echelons of South African school sports, and not having an Astro made it extremely difficult, so this was just the logical next step.
Right, the use of LEDs twofold. The one is that it is new technology and it's got a future as a new technology. There's no use going back to old technology. If you use new technology, then you've got a long period that you would be able to utilize the product. So if you use an old technology, around the corner you will have to replace it in any event. So LEDs was the sensible thing to do. And then also I had a lot of experience with LEDs, so I was very well versed in LEDs and what it could mean for any lighting installation.
Everybody agrees that these lights are possibly the best that one can buy in the country in terms of sports fields that one would need to use at night. So yeah, it's only been positive feedback. The expectation was just to have an Astro that would just work and would do it for us, but it's a lovely facility that we've got here at the moment, and especially the lights that we've got I think is, to use the operative phrase, next level.
We also decided to use DALI control systems, basically for two reasons. The first is that usually when you use discrete settings for various stages of lighting, then you find that only a number of the lights at one point will work. For instance, with the practice stage, you use only say 20% of all the lights that's in the installation. So you always use the same lights, because usually it's practice, then you use only the same lights. So the other ones don't work as hard. Eventually your maintenance distribution is not uniform. So it would be better to use all the lights at the same time. So the better solution was to use the DALI system so that all the lights will always work at a lower rate. We had it measured, of course, on a 3x3 grid, which is a very restrictive grid. It's a harsh specification, and it met the whole design criteria perfectly. No problem there. In fact, it exceeded it. For instance, the uniformity that I asked for, that was 80%, and eventually it turned out to be substantially better, I think around 86%.
This luminaire has been designed specifically for sports light applications, including professional sport and recreational sport lighting. This luminaire incorporates the newest technology trends, starting at the LED technology, which is called the chip scale package technology. It has a very unique small footprint and optimizes the optical performance of this luminaire, which is unique as it has a small footprint and can be uniquely used in sport light applications where we need to have a tight beam angle for precise lighting applications. This luminaire meets all international testing requirements and is therefore surely adequate to sustain any harsh environmental conditions which is typical for sport lighting applications. Further to this, luminaires like this can be used for any kind of floodlight applications that includes general area lighting or high mass application lighting.